Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your timeless meditation. Although this is meant to support you whenever you find it, I am doing this in the wake of the solar eclipse, which directly impacted or was near total right in the middle of the northern western hemisphere. The US and Canada and into the Arctic. So this was a really prescient energy that we are all feeling, will be feeling for some time to come. I am doing personal readings, and the information for that you can find in the description box below. I appreciate all of you who've been participating in the free reading giveaway that I do honor before the first of every month with your generous comments and donations. It is greatly appreciated. But most of all, I appreciate your time here and now and whatever support you give me through your presence, through your attention, through your time. It is greatly appreciated. And the overall energy for you, Cancer, during this timeless meditation is the Three of Swords. And I have to say that this is a card everyone has been getting. The Three of Swords, as your overall energy, is describing your really amazing efforts at looking at uncomfortable patterns, behaviors that are triggered unreasonably, that take a lot of willingness, courage to look at oneself truthfully to the extent that's possible, to identify how, in fact, the challenges you've undergone have been, in many ways, gifts, have been a kind of verification of your unique and particular qualities that make your contribution to the world unique to you. Only you can do what you do. Only you can get out of your way in order to accomplish or pursue your potential. And this card represents a really major effort at taking responsibility for your own experience. In the place of your mind, we have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is describing the very victory that I am describing. Although this victory particularly pertains to your relationships and your ability to get along with other people in whatever setting, this is in part a result of the efforts you're making to control your own responses to the opportunities or challenges you face in your personal relationships with colleagues, family members especially, those we expect a certain response from or a certain concern. You are learning to be very explicit and clear about your expectations in relationship so that you can be assured that you are receiving at least an equitable return on your effort. That can be acknowledgement. It can be a sense that you are opening yourself up to receiving the reward, the enjoyment in the process, or the explicit acknowledgement that you feel you have earned. And this is not winning the war, if I'm unfortunately using war as a metaphor for our struggles in relationships, but you have overcome a significant battle in your efforts to better understand and take responsibility for the relationships you have, particularly with intimates, or the way that you accept assignments, say yes when you really mean no, or to understand what yes means in relationships in a way that you can be assured that there is equity. This is a big, big challenge, big victory. In your body, this is your material circumstances, your environment, your condition. The page of one describes that you are ready to move towards something fresh and new. You're open to new experiences, new opportunities, new kinds of relationships, new kinds of efforts that are inspired by your desire, by your dreams, and the pursuit of those. There is a way in which you are understanding that some relationships are worthy of growing into, and as you are sorting through your exchanges with others, including relationships, you are prepared to discover yourself through your relationships again. And this is really reclaiming a sense of innocence and honesty, a sense of respect for yourself and who you are in entering into relationships in your spirit, which is really about your conscious path, your awareness, the elevation of your consciousness. The Strength card is in some ways describing the you that has always been there on one side, simply tolerating challenging situations, perhaps being the supporter, even for those whose goal or whose responsibility it is to support you. In many ways, your caring, strength of character, empathy, willingness to support others is what really has been the backbone of your relationships in many ways. You're now moving into a place where you see that you are strong for a reason. You may be, in many ways, the strongest one, and I don't mean physically at all. I do mean that if there is some difference that has marked you in your life, in your relationships, prohibited a sense of belonging in relationships, you are now understanding the value of your unique strength, your uniqueness as a strength, as the courage to be honest, to be who you are, to not dumb down your qualities of perseverance, of empathy, of caring. Your gentleness and kindness is an exhibition of your strength. That you don't return treatment, harsh treatment in kind, is the testament of your power. And Cancer, if this is resonating with you at all, please like this video, share this with others. You can comment, and finally, subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I'm so happy to see that I pulled the gratitude card. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Beautiful. I think I'll place it next to the Strength card here. And I'm going to pull a Flora and Fauna of Africa for a little additional acknowledgement of our ancestors and how they're supporting us in every way. And I pulled the Fire Salamander. And the plant that goes along with this salamander is the Star of Bethlehem. And the key words are clear blockages. You're undergoing a necessary transformation. Be open to growth and change. Cleanse all areas of your life to restore balance. I like this. And of course, the 6 here in the middle of your reading is about balance. 6s are always that Venusian principle, that principle of harmony, equity. I'm going to clarify the 6 of Wands in the present with the 5 of Wands and the Emperor card. The Five of Wands is again describing the community that in many ways you've worked hard to deepen or clarify, I should say, your relationships with them. They're already necessarily deep through your effort at understanding your unreasonable responses or triggers from those that comprise this group. This may be colleagues, this may be a creative team or project you're working on. This is quite likely to include members of your family or other intimates, people that you have a long history of. And you are working very hard through your understanding of your own behaviors in relationships, how to craft a better agreement. Part of the foundation of that agreement is your understanding that you cannot control these people or the dynamics of their relationships, even if your livelihood depends on that. Instead, you're taking ownership of your responses, your experiences. You are fully responsible for channeling your energies towards your goals and not allowing others to deter you from those goals. The Emperor is really about experience, realization, manifestation as a result of the many experiences and skills you've developed and evolved as part of working with this particular crew, team, or group of individuals. So you are really standing and owning your experience. You're not blaming others or seeing others as having a controlling vote in your experience. Instead, you realize that you are your own person, fully in control of who you are. In the past, the Page of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. You're full of confidence. You're only growing into this sense of exploration and questing in pursuit of your own desires, the things that you know will help you to grow and expand. You're open to learning more, learning new ways of doing things, following new ideas, particularly as it pertains to business and your money. This is based on a strong and stable, secure foundation that you have earned, you've gained throughout your life, and you feel stable, protected, right at this place that feels like stagnation. This is where stability turns into stagnation or stasis, where nothing is moving, nothing is changing, and out of that security that you have, that your financial needs are attended to, comes this desire to grow and expand and move out into less familiar territories with the skills you have, with the resources you've built. In the future, the Strength card is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Swords. So some of the themes here, again, as a result, perhaps, of the solar eclipse, an experience we have collectively, many of the messages that are emerging are very consistent for everyone. And the Wheel of Fortune in combination with the Strength card is really speaking to me about karma, about positive karma that you've built up by being strong, by supporting others who you recognize need your support, even rely on your presence as support, when in many ways you're the one who is seeking assistance, looking for that support. However, as you've come to evolve your ability to empathize with those, to understand the needs of others so that you can support them, helping others to move from their place of strength as a way of collaborating with others without an expectation of return. This is you merely supporting and helping in order to foster a larger collective goal. The universe is actually providing you with opportunities to truly build something that has that you have helped create success for others. In some way, you've supported the success of others and have resigned yourself to a place where that kind of reward or recompense was not for you, an exalted and abundant experience of your efforts, return on your efforts, has something that you have not asked for, not necessarily sought, but because of your skills in being focused, in being experienced, because of the number of strategies you've collected over the years, the advisement you have, or the advisement you've actually offered to others seeking your help, you're in a position to build something of value, to build an abundance, to support others in the world who share your experience of difference, of marginality. I'm going to clarify the Wheel of Fortune in your future with the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So I do see you going back and forth through an experience perhaps of great transition in your relationships. I see you accepting your enhanced skills to work with people, to manage or distribute resources to others, to take control of shared resources in a way that you are the one entrusted with their distribution, because others on the team know that you will be fair and equitable. At the same time, I see you grappling with the changes that are occurring as the result of a major change, a major disappointment, a major loss. And you are perhaps contemplating the way that your old life is. You are attempting to integrate those lessons into your present so that you can look at possibilities for the future in new ways. At this point, you are overwhelmed with a sense of equity, harmony, and balance in your life, so that it is difficult for you to imagine a change in the state that you're currently in. And this is after a lot of work and a lot of struggles. It's not like this is unearned. It has been earned. But it's difficult for you to imagine, with the changes you're now absorbing, what lies in the future for you. The Eight of Swords is clarified by the Temperance and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. The Temperance card is really speaking to the many years and challenges of your experiences. So thankfully that beatbox turned off in the nick of time. This methodical, long-term healing, balancing, and harmonizing of the energies within you and in your outer world. Well, there you go. I'm just hoping these people move on. Hold on just a second. And maybe that was a confirmation of some sort. A lively confirmation of and testimony to the long difficulty of patience that you've applied in your own process, the patience with yourself to really look and gain the sense of peace and resolve and gratitude that you've earned by looking at the hard stuff. And something tells me that for many of you, looking away was not an option. There's something about your unique circumstance that forced you to look at the difficulties that others triggered in you. It may be the result of care that you received, but this has taken you long, long years to find a sense of balance and healing over this. And as a result of that, you have manifested this wonderful opportunity. Okay, I'm back and redescribing the opportunity you've manifested for abundance. It's almost as though it is abundance, the portal, the opportunity to build something lasting, to contribute in a way, in a considerable impact, is something that almost feels beyond your experience, where you are in control of the way, for instance, that you spend your money. This may be money that you've earned or gained through family inheritance. This may be money that you've earned, money from a spouse. Wherever the source of income comes, this is one scenario where you are now in control, and that you exercise this distribution of abundance with equity, with fairness. You are trusted in this experience. And there's even a part of this that kind of irks you, because you have been always the one who has been patient, who has understood, who has not struck back, who has not lashed out in whatever scenario I'm describing. However, your better angels are who you really are. The love that you feel, the care, the interest, the support that you offer comes from such a sincere space that you cannot turn it off. I'm going to finish this reading with a crystal oracle and hope that this has helped you despite the interruption from our houseless neighbors. And I pulled the beautiful celestite gem. And this keyword, the mantra, is soothe your soul. It seems so very appropriate for you, Cancer, with such a large, compassionate soul. Thank you again. And until next time, Namaste.